All right, so let's tune in. Bring hands together. Just put them in your lap for now, sitting up straight and tall. Feel your posture. Make sure that your head is lined up with your heart. And your heart is lined up with your hips. Check your posture so that you're feeling aligned and you're feeling very present. Monitor your breathing. So bringing your hands up into prayer mudra now. We tune in with Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Calling on the creative consciousness that lives both within and without. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And as you exhale, drop into your body and do a body scan so that you feel your heartbeat, you feel your breath, any other sensations that you may become aware of, be present to them. Just taking a few seconds longer just to really settle, come present. Become present to your body, to this moment, and to all of us who are here together with you. A sizable group of people from different parts, different places in the world, ready to tune into the same wavelength. You find your mind wandering off, gently bring it back and stay present as you tune in. Roll your eyes up, look up at the third eye, stimulating the brain channels further. Press your hands together so that you get that connection in the brain between left and right brain hemisphere. And let's inhale deep, exhale together. And inhale to tune in. Om Namo Inhale deep. Hold the breath and pull root lock. Bring your focus to the central channel of your spine and increase that focus by pulling anal, genital, navel muscles. Squeeze. Come present. and exhale. And let's use Mangalacharan to surround ourselves with the protection of wisdom, wisdom that has always been and will always be. We tune ourselves to be open and receptive to that wisdom. Adgure Name on the left, Jugadgure Name behind you, Satgure Name on the right, Siri Gurudeva Name, closing yourself off in front. And let's inhale to begin. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siri Gurudeva Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siri Gurudeva Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siri Gurudeva Name. Inhale deep and hold again, root lock, focus, consciousness, all centralized. And exhale gently, don't collapse in your spine. Put your hands in your lap and just feel what you've done, tuning in, opening up space in your body for consciousness to inhabit and for wisdom to be accessed. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in and exhale. So welcome everybody who all is here. Lovely to see you. Lovely to have you all present. So for many of us, we are entering into the 4th or the 5th week of lockdown, of being isolated from the outside world, by and large, maybe the odd shopping trip here or there. But what I've noticed coming up, certainly in myself and in many people that I'm speaking to, is a kind of irritation, a sense of being removed from the normal, from the ordinary. It can be novel in the beginning, and can be quite fun and different. And then it gets to a point where it's not so novel anymore, and maybe you start feeling a little bit more comfortable with it, but it's starting to also move towards a different place, moving to a shifting point. And then it enters into what we call Shakti Pad, which everything, if we do it for long enough, you're going to hit Shakti Pad. Shakti Pad is when that Shakti energy is becoming restless. It's becoming moving in different directions, which is creating a restlessness and an irritation in your system. Now, it's necessary. It's important. It's an important time. But it can give rise to anxiety. It can give rise to depression. It can give rise to many of the underlying conditions that we might not be ordinarily so very aware of. You know, we go through our lives, there's lots of distractions, there's lots of things to keep us busy. So we don't notice these underlying mental conditions, but they're there. And when we go through something extraordinary, so maybe we go for a long retreat, or we do a very long sadhana, or we're in lockdown, then we're going to hit that place. So tonight's class is really going to be looking at that, you know, that the tender underbelly of those vulnerable places inside of us. The places that are not tough. They can't really tough things through. They need very gentle treatment. They need very careful listening, those places inside of us which are subject to these, what we call Vriti of the mind, the waves of the mind. So the mind is not smooth. When we have a lot of distractions and a lot of things to pull us outside of ourselves, then, the mind, we don't notice those Vriti. We don't feel them, those little waves under the surface. But when we're forced into an extraordinary situation, that's when Shakti Pad comes up. And Shakti Pad is going to show you those waves. It's going to show you that place in you that isn't comfortable. So this evening we're going to be working with those vulnerable places. We're going to do a lot of breath work. So I invite you to work with that stillness. Try to challenge yourself a little bit to go beyond your usual place where you approach meditation from. Most of us, when we've been meditating, even just for a little while, we enter into a comfort zone with meditation. And we kind of scattered, we here and there, but we get it and we get out of it and we feel fantastic, and meditation always works. I'm inviting you to go a little bit beyond that place. Go to a place where you really look for the stillness in the mind. You really work with coming constantly back to the task at hand. Those waves, it's very easy for those waves to pull you away. And before you know it, you've been chanting for 5 minutes and you've been thinking about a million different things without even being aware of it. You're still chanting, but you're not present. So I'm inviting you here to really practice, work with staying present. Anxiety in particular is a condition, a mental condition that needs stillness. You need to come to a point of stillness so that you're harnessing the mind and not allowing the anxious thoughts to grab hold. Because the second they grab hold of you, they're going to generate. They're going to become highly creative. And before you know it, you've gone down a long road of anxiety where you're telling yourself all sorts of different things. So we want to be very, very aware of that place. The tendency of the mind to become highly creative in a very destructive way. It chews up a lot of prana when your thoughts are going into that obsessive cycle, particularly with anxiety. Depression does the same thing, but it's often with depression, it's just a very dull, heavy feeling. This will address that as well, because we're bringing so much prana into the body that it's going to address that heaviness, that sense of having no energy, no prana, no interest in anything, feeling shut down, cut off. The prana that comes in will assist to lighten that feeling up. Right, so let's begin with a warm-up. So let's just do an ordinary hip roll, moving to the left, breathing in as you come forward, breathing out as you go back. Your eyes are focused on the third eye. Your head stays very central. It doesn't really move much. So it's a Sufi grind. You're moving the middle part of the body. Focus on the third eye. Your eyes are closed. Focus on your breathing. Listen to the sound of your breath as you inhale and as you exhale. And don't allow your mind to wander. Don't allow it to think about other things. Stay very present. And gently complete this cycle and begin a reverse cycle. Go in the other direction. Moving to the right, inhaling forward, exhaling backwards. In order to bring more focus into your brain, into your mind, inhale with Sat, exhale with Nam. Just allowing the sound current of the mantra to still the Vriti of the mind. And inhale deep in the center, pull root lock, exhale. And as you exhale, go into spinal flex, inhale forward, exhale backwards. Your hands are on your knees, nice and wide, so that you can really fit the heart space through the arms. Keep your elbows as straight as you can. And watch yourself. Watch your body from your third eye. Watch your mind from your third eye. And again, inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Try to make sure that you really flex your spine. Don't lean forward and lean backwards. It's not a lean, it's a flex. You want to ensure that you're creating space between the vertebrae. Your head and your chin remain parallel and steady, and the major action is in the spine. The whole nervous system is being impacted through this movement. The brain and nervous system running down through the spine, connecting with all the organs. This is an extraordinary exercise. Just this very simple little spinal flex every day will guarantee you a level of health and flexibility. Inhale Sat, exhale Nam. And as you do this, become aware of that tendency in your mind. There's not one of us that is immune to this. No matter how experienced we are, the job of the mind is to produce 1,000 thoughts in the blink of an eye. Watch that. Watch it. Try to have one part of yourself that is separate from that process. Using the mantra Sat Nam, which aligns you to your infinite nature, will help you. That infinite nature is like the whole of the ocean. The Vriti are just the little waves on the top. So use that ocean nature, deep, wide, to watch the little waves. And please come to the center, inhale deep, hold, pull root lock, centralize your focus, Shushmana, central spinal channel. Bring all the energy to that place, bring it from the outside to the inside, to the center. Hold and exhale. Beautiful. And begin shrugging your shoulders. Inhale your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale them away from your ears. Nice powerful shrug. Your hands are on your upper thighs or on your knees, wherever is comfortable, and find a rhythm that you can maintain for 2 minutes. Inhale up, exhale down. Whatever's feeling good for you. today, whatever you can manage to maintain rhythm and speed and focus. Shoulder shrugs, bringing the energy up, the energy that you've released through the spinal flexors and the hip rotations, pulling that up again through that central channel so that it can begin to flow up and down, just like your shoulders are moving. Nice steady pace. Find a rhythm that you can stick to. You're not rolling your shoulders, you're just raising them up, straight down. It's like a hydraulic pump. You're pumping spinal fluid upwards through the brain, pulling it back down, circulating it through the spinal channel. Powerful pump action. And inhale deep, hold your shoulders right up to your ears, hold your breath, and pull root lock. So anal, genital, navel muscles squeezing from below, pulling right up to your ears, so you complete the action, and exhale. Relax, and feel what you've done. Feel the energy and how it's moving through your body. We'll do a hip flex or a hip stretch. So bring your feet as close to your groin as you can, opening as wide as you can, bend over as far as you can, hold it, long deep breathing. Try to come with a straight spine as far forward as you can. Long, complete yogic breath. So straight spine, stretching forward. Try to get your elbows on the ground. If you can't get your elbows on the ground, aim for your tummy to touch your lower legs as you lean forward. Try not to curve the spine. Focus on the stretch in the hips. Doesn't matter how far forward you come, it just matters that you feel the stretch. Long, deep breathing. Breathe into that sensation in your hips and in your inner thighs. It's a lot, it's you just holding it, so you're holding, still, stretch. I know we like the movement in Kundalini Yoga, but this one we're holding it still. Stretching open the hips. We're facilitating the body so that the pranayama can really have an impact. Breathwork is phenomenal. It's one of the most powerful, it has the most powerful impact on the mind of any of the stuff that we do. Breathwork rules. Don't go too far so that you feel the pain of it. Go just before that point where it becomes excruciatingly painful. Inhale deep. Exhale, hold the breath out, pull root lock and stretch. One last final stretch. Inhale and come up. Shake your legs out a little bit. And then come up onto all fours. Place your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Then take your hands one hand span forward so that you're at a bit of an angle. Tuck your toes under and come up into downward facing dog. Open your shoulder blades as wide as you can. You're going to hold the position. Long, deep breathing. Opening the shoulder blades, making space for the heart. Making space for your breath. Push your chest through your arms. Those of you who can, try to get the top of your head as close to the floor as you can, depending on your flexibility. Hold and breathe. It puts an enormous amount of pressure on your glandular system. So you will feel that pressure. Use your breathing and don't come out of it, but just release from that very intense pressure and then come back again. If it gets to a point where you feel like the pressure needs some release. About halfway there. This in itself is a very powerful posture for depression because of the energy flow that begins to happen. It generates pranic energy. By pulling your shoulder blades as far apart as you can, you kickstart the pranic body. And that sucks a lot of prana into your body, into your energy bodies. That in itself is very useful for those depressive thoughts. Last minute, long deep breathing, realign your intention. Wonderful. Last 30 seconds. Come back to it. Bring all your courage. Deep breathing. Lovely. Inhale deep. Exhale completely and come down into baby pose and just rest your body. Give your body an opportunity to integrate that increased flow of energy, redirecting it to the places that need the prana. Take a deep breath in, expand your ribs out sideways, and exhale. And again, take another deep breath in, expand your ribs, bring space into the body with the prana. And as you exhale, come up slowly. And come back into the preparation for your triangle, for your downward facing dog. So get into a beautiful downward facing dog. Your body is now stretched. So go back into it. Now raise your leg and kick your butt alternately. So you're in downward facing dog, alternately kicking the right leg up and then the left leg, and continuing. Try to get your foot to touch your butt. Keep it going, get a nice steady rhythm. You will find you will sway from side to side, that's good. Working the hips, working the legs, working the pranic center between your shoulder blades. Try to keep your triangle really with integrity. Keep that triangle shape and just raising the legs, that's all you're doing. The rest is happening because of the movement of the legs. About halfway there, realign with your triangle pose, your downward facing dog. When you put the foot down, come back into your triangle before you lift the other foot up. So it's fast, but try to maintain the integrity of the posture. Breathing deep and strong. Feel your body opening, creating space. Try to get the foot right up to the bum. Depending on the shape of your leg, on the shape of your body, your intention is to get the foot all the way up there, and whatever you manage is great. Last 15 seconds. You will feel a lot of heat in your body. And inhale deep, come back into a triangle, re-engage with that perfect shape. Open up the shoulder blades and exhale into your baby pose. Relax, rest, and let your body integrate. Listen to the sound of your breath in your body. Feel your lungs like bellows, pumping. Your heart pumping. and your body a container for all of this incredible energy. Some is moving, some is blocked. Just be present. And again, a deep breath in, expanding the rib cage out sideways. Exhale. And another deep breath in. Exhale. Last deep breath. And as you exhale, slowly uncurl your body. And uncurl your body all the way until you come standing right up. So we're going to be standing with our feet together, heels together, toes apart. So first position in ballet, 45-degree angle of your feet. So pointing to the corners of the room. Your knees are together. Drop your butt so that you've got a level. If you imagine you have a bowl here with water in, the water's not tipping over backwards or tipping over forwards. It's level, it's straight. And then raise your arms up, hook your thumbs, tighten the buttocks and bend. So you've got a 20-degree angle. Tight buttocks and bend. One straight line, smooth, up to the thumbs. And hold and breathe. It's called the miracle bend. You want to get one straight line from your feet, curving over backwards in a 20-degree angle from perpendicular. Hold that position and that stretch. Make sure that you've tightened the buttocks and you've got a slight root lock pulled. And breathe long, deep breathing. This bends the negativity out of you. The more you practice this, the more you get that stretch in the armpits and the heart center to follow through from the base of the feet right up to the tips of the fingers, the more the negativity leaves. It can't remain. That has no space. Has no contraction. Those sorts of depressive and anxious thoughts need contraction to hook you. Your body needs to be stuck, closed, tense. This opens you right up. So be gentle, because it is really strenuous actually to hold your body in this position. So feel that, come up a little bit, up from 20 degrees, go back to 20 degrees. Work with where your limits are in an extremely self-compassionate way. Long, deep breathing. We're working with a Kriya for emotional balance, to balance you. And what balances you is the life force, the prana. Creates spaces, gives you a Teflon mind. Those thoughts have no hold. Inhale deep, stretch for that last few seconds of stretch, deep root lock, and exhale. As you exhale, come forwards, all the way forwards, till your upper body is hanging down. Hands as close to the floor as you can, knees are straight. And just hang there for a bit. You're going to stay there. So find a comfortable place in your body. Don't lock your knees, but do keep them straight. Let the weight of your upper body pull you down. Those of you who can touch the floor, your hands can be on the floor. Those of you who can't touch the floor, just let your hands hang and feel the stretch. You're stretching in the opposite direction. And we're going to pump the navel point. So keep your arms at your ears as much as you can. So your arms are next to your ears as you're hanging down. Keep your arms on either side of your ears. And inhale and hold your breath and pump your navel for as long as you can. And as soon as you have to exhale, you will exhale. You will hold your lungs empty and you will pump your breath for as long as you can. You'll just keep doing that. Inhale, hold, pump. Exhale, hold, pump. And repeat. And stay present. Stay present to what's happening. Again, we're using the body, the action of the body as a pump. Pumping energy through. So it's got force. It pushes the energy like water through a pipe. That's what your navel pump is doing. Pushing the energy so that it flows and clears the blockages. This is a really powerful exercise to alleviate insecurity. Your feet are in the same position as they were when you were standing in the miracle bend, so they're together. And pump. And stay present to what's happening, what's opening, what is stubborn and doesn't want to open. Be there for yourself. Make this your last cycle of inhale and exhale. And when you've completed the pumping on the empty lungs, just relax your breathing and hang for a little. And then very slowly uncurl. Be careful as you come up, don't come up quickly. Keep your head down, let your head come up last. Great for alleviating insecurity. Standing there and just feeling your body, feeling what you've done. You're going to move from feet together, first position, to wide open. Keep your feet in first position so that they're still at a 45-degree angle. Wide as you can get your hips, whatever's comfortable. Hands at this angle. And let's do the, too wide. Let's do the rotation of the hips. Nice wide circle. Doesn't matter which direction you go. As long as you're visualize yourself drawing on the inside of a donut so that your hips don't make any shortcuts. A wide, complete circle. And this is to pump up your warrior strength, your fighting spirit, so that those thoughts that threaten to collapse you, puncture you, drop you to your knees, you have the capacity to face them, to stand strong and uncollapsible. Negative thoughts have a lot of power, so we want to break that power. Keep your elbows bent, your forearms parallel to the floor, your wrists are relaxed, wide open legs, and really use your hips. Your legs are wide open, as wide as you can get them on the mat. Wide, 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 wide. As wide as you can get them and still be able to move your hips in a circle. The key is in the wide open legs, because your hips, you place pressure on the glands around the sex chakra. And that's what pumps up the ojas, the life force in your body. It gives you the capacity, the vitality to face yourself. Come to the center, inhale deep, hold, pull root lock, and exhale. Stay in that position. So we're staying with the legs wide open, and we're lifting the arms no less than a 30-degree angle from your body. So that's 30, that's 60, that's 90. So no less than this angle. You can have it wider. You're going to be moving your arms in opposite directions. So this one goes forward, this one goes backwards. Opposite direction. So the one arm will be coming forward while the other arm goes backwards. Yes? So just practice with that for a bit. Forward and backwards at the same time. And then while you're doing that, you're going to be bending the upper half of your body forward slowly. Keep the arms rotating and then coming up. Keeping the arms rotating, bending over backwards as far as you can. And then again, bending forwards, and keep going. Working your brain as well as your body. Get that forward-backward movement of the arms before you start moving your body. And when you come forward, you only come to parallel to the floor. You don't come further than parallel to the floor. And when you go backwards as far as you're able to. If you could go parallel to the floor, that would be great. Not many of us can. And just keep the pivotal movement of the arms going. Don't move your arms in the same direction. Some of you are moving your arms, both arms going forward. One must come forward, the other must go backwards. That's the really important part of the exercise. So keep your brain active. Good, beautiful. That's wonderful. Another 30 seconds. Keep the action accurate. So you this bending, stretching windmill. like the tree in Harry Potter. A few more seconds. Good, and come upwards. Come up to the top. Relax your arms. Inhale deep. Exhale, step your legs together. And relax. Come lying down on your mat. We're going to do a guided relaxation for 11 minutes, so cover yourself to prevent your body temperature, to prevent you from getting too cold as your body temperature drops. Lower the lights if you like. And I will talk you through a guided relaxation to ensure that your mind stays stable and those Vriti don't start creating more and more movement in the thought process. Find a comfortable, still place where your body is aligned, your feet are relaxed and flopping out sideways. Your arms are relaxed next to your body, palms facing the ceiling. And now visualize the right big toe. And then visualize the toe next to it on the right foot, and your third toe, and your fourth toe, and your fifth toe. Visualize your toes. On your right foot. Then visualize the ball of your right foot, the instep of your right foot, the heel of your right foot, the outside edge of your right foot, the top of your right foot. Visualize the whole of your right foot. Right inside ankle, right outside ankle, back of your calf on the right leg, inside of your calf on the right leg, outside of your calf on the right leg. Top of your shin on the right. Visualize your lower leg and your foot on the right. Back of the right knee, inside of the right knee, top of the right knee, outside of the right knee. Keep pace with my voice, don't move ahead, don't lag behind. Visualize the back of your thigh on the right, inside leg of your thigh on the right, top of your right thigh, outside of your right thigh. Visualize the whole of your right leg, thigh, lower leg and foot. Visualize your left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, baby toe on the left. Visualize all your left foot toes. Ball of the left foot, instep of the left foot, heel of your left foot, outside edge of the left foot, top of your left foot. Visualize the whole of your left foot. Inside of the left ankle, outside of the left ankle. Back of your left calf, inside of the left calf, outside of the left calf, left shin. Visualize the whole of your left lower leg and foot. Back of your left knee, inside of the left knee, top of the left knee, outside of the left knee. Back of the left thigh, inside of the left thigh, top of the left thigh, outside of the left thigh. Visualize the whole of your left leg, upper leg, lower leg, and foot. Visualize your right thumb, right index finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, right pinky finger, right palm of your hand, right back of your hand. Visualize the whole of the right hand with all the fingers. Inside the right wrist, outside the right wrist. Inside right lower arm, outside right lower arm. Inside right elbow, outside right elbow. Inside right upper arm, outside right upper arm. Right whole of the right arm. Left thumb, left index finger, left middle finger, left ring finger, left pinky. All of the left hand fingers. Left palm of your hand, left back of the hand, whole of the left hand. Left inside wrist, left outside wrist, left inside lower arm, left outside lower arm, left inside elbow, left outside elbow, left inside upper arm, left outside upper arm, whole of the left arm and hand, groin, lower abdomen, left hip, right hip, lower back, left outside waist, right outside waist, top of the waist, back of the waist, whole of the lower body, from the waist right down with the legs and the feet. left rib cage, right rib cage, left breast and nipple, right breast and nipple, left shoulder blade, right shoulder blade, breastbone, lower little dent in the throat. Visualize the whole of the body from that little dent downwards, including the arms and the hands and the legs and the feet. Left side of the neck, back of the neck, right side of the neck, front of your throat, underside of the left jaw, underside of the right jaw, underside of your chin, left jaw, right jaw, left cheek, right cheek, left cheekbone, right cheekbone, left temple, right temple, left ear, right ear. The whole of your hair, your scalp and your hairline where it meets your forehead, your left eyebrow and left eye, right eyebrow and right eye, nose, lips, mouth, teeth. Now visualize your whole body from the top of your head right down to the tips of your toes, and breathe from the tips of your toes up to the top of your head, and from the top of your head out down to the tips of the toes, sweeping the breath all the way up the body on the inhale and all the way down the body on the exhale. Gently bring yourself out of this. Rotate your wrists and your ankles slowly, feeling that deep, deep sense of relaxation in the body. It only comes when the mind is controlled. Stretch your arms above your head, stretch your whole body, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, go into a cat stretch. Let your body twist, coming back to a place of wakefulness. Stretch on the other side with cat stretch. And then rub your hands and feet together in the air. Pull your knees up, rock gently from side to side a few times, and then forwards and backwards a few times, and come sitting up. And we're going to go straight into the pranayama. So this is what you do with your left hand. These 3 fingers are on the moon mound here, and you stretch your pinky out straight and your thumb out straight. This is the left hand. And you put that in the notch just here on your nose. You press as hard as you can. So that's the hand position. You keep it, it's going to hurt here, but you keep it in that position and you press as hard as you can, and then you take the right hand and you hold the left pinky. It's called Ganesha, so you're making a trunk. You're making an elephant's trunk. Press as hard as you can and do long, deep breathing. All right, that's for focus and clarity. So you're clearing the Vriti in the mind, holding the left pinky, making a fist. Eyes are closed. And long, deep breathing. Make sure that your elbows are out to the side. So you're sitting with a nice open heart, open elbows, out to the side, parallel to the ground, pushing as hard as you can. So it must be sore. You must feel the pain. It gets less sore after a while. Make sure your elbows are parallel to the ground. Lift your elbows. Both of them must be lifted up. Both elbows. That's it. And make a trunk. Ganesha's trunk. You're on the clock. Long, deep breathing. Keep your mind steady. You're going to be challenged. Your mind is going to go. Mind is going to do its own thing. So just stay in that deep, wide, broad, expansive ocean, watching the waves on the surface. Ganesha has that solid, stable, steady gait. Gives you the capacity to move through any obstacles. Left thumb pushes into the notch of the nose. Keep the elbows up, both at the same level. You're doing it correctly, you'll feel all sorts of aches and pains. You're in the last minute. Last 10 seconds. So for this last little bit, you're going to push a little harder. Oh dear. You're going to push a little harder for this last little bit. Inhale deep, pull your navel point, and hold. And exhale. And again, last time, inhale deep, hold, push hard on the nose, and pull your navel point in and hold. And exhale. Relax your arms down. And just sit quietly with your right hand in your left and feel the impact of the Ganesha. And while you're sitting there, you can just listen. I will describe the next pranayam and meditation. It's the Ganpati. So we're going to chant Sadhana ma, Ramadasa, Sa se so hung. So Sa is to expand outwards to infinity. Ta is to embrace the life force. Na is to embrace the death force. Ma is to embrace or expand into that regenerating force. Ra is radiance, so expanding into the radiance of your being. Ma is regeneration. Ramada is the earth force, so allowing you to manifest here and overcome insecurities. And Sa again is expanding into infinity. We do Sa 3 times. Satanama Ramada Sa, Sa se so hung. So Sa is emphasized as this expansion into your true nature, the ocean, the infinite force of who you are. Sa se is to experience the total experience, the totality of this experience, all those aspects, bringing it in to this moment. So hung means I am that. I am all of that you're chanting. So you're going to be using your thumbs, a fair amount of pressure to press each finger with Sa, Ta, Na, Ma, Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Sa, Se, So, hung, all on one breath. Right? Your hands are just relaxed on your knees. So just ordinary relaxed Gyan Mudra to start. And then we're going to do working with each finger with the chant. So this is what it sounds like. Satana Maramada Sa Sa Se So Hung. Little bit slower than that. So it's like this. Satana Maramada Sa Sa Se So Hung. It's a monotone. Okay, and begin.
Sa
Stay steady with it. You're about halfway. Keep moving the fingers. Don't let your mind wander. Stay present. Last 3 minutes. This is to get rid of self-destructive mental patterns. So stay focused. Let this be your last one. And inhale deep. Hold the breath. Pull root lock. Come back into the stillness, into that central place. And exhale. We're going to move straight into the next pranayama. You're going to put your right hand in your left and cross your thumbs. So your right hand palm goes into the left palm, cross the thumbs in front and place that 2 inches in front of the heart. Don't touch your chest. Heart center, 2 inches in front. The breath pattern for when you don't know what to do. You're going to breathe in 4 different breath patterns, one after the other. The first one, breathing in and out of the nose. So that's your first one. Second one, breathing in through the nose, breathing in and out of the mouth. So the mouth will be inhale with puckered lips. And then relax your lips to breathe out. That's 2. 3, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. 4, breathe in through the mouth, out through the nose. So 1, in through the nose, out through the nose. 2, in through the mouth, puckered lips. Relax the lips, breathe out through the mouth. 3, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Relaxed lips. 4, in through the mouth, puckered lips. Out through the nose. And begin. Long, deep, slow breathing. For when you don't know what to do. Relaxes your mind, calms the Vriti so that you can hear the deep wisdom. Your eyes are on the tip of your nose, your elbows are relaxed. So your eyes are 9/10 closed and focused on the tip of your nose. First one, in through the nose, out through the nose. Second one, in through the mouth with puckered lips, out through the mouth, relaxed lips. Third one, in through the nose, out through relaxed mouth. Fourth one, in through puckered lips, out through the nose. And you keep repeating that cycle as long and slow and deeply as you can. As you practice this pranayama, feel the state of the mind changing. Feel how much power you have when you control the breath. Even if you only get a 1% understanding, it's enough to change your whole life. It's enough to change you and how you respond. Stay as still as you can, so that you encourage the mind to go still. The more you move, the more the mind moves. Do the best you can. And make this your last cycle, and when you've completed those 4, then relax the mudra and just rest and watch your mind. Try to stay aware of any messages that are needing to come through to you. So you're very open now, you're very available. The last minute, just stay as still and receptive as you can. Listen as carefully as you can. Once the waves of the mind are still, you can hear all sorts of other things. And release that. I'm going to explain the final pranayama. So you will sit in easy pose. Very powerful for treating depression. So we awaken the different structures in the brain with this one. Your left hand is up. And your left palm is facing up, right palm is facing down. So your forearms are parallel to the floor. And you're going to be breathing in 8 parts, in and out. And as you're breathing in the 8 parts, you're going to be moving the hands roughly 15 to 20 centimeters up and down, alternately. So it'll look like this. I think it said 1 second. No. So as more or less that rhythm. Your eyes are on the, doesn't say. So your eyes can just be closed. Eyes are closed and you're alternating the movement of the hands. We're going to do that for 3 minutes with an 8-part in, 8-part out. Then we're going to change. And we're going to do it again for 3 minutes, 8 parts in, 8 parts out, and again. So we'll do 9 minutes all together. So get into position with your left palm up, right palm down. Left up, right down. Yes, so it's just relaxed, elbows relaxed at the side, and you begin that movement and divide your breath into 8 equal sections. 8 equal sections means you're breathing in to the count of 8. So it's like this. Got it? And moving your hands at the same time. Good. At your own pace, make sure that you don't make the 8 parts equal. Good. You're on the clock. Very useful for treating both anxiety and depression. Control the breath so that the 8 parts are equal and so that they coordinate with the movement of the hands. Your breath is powerful. It's not a light breath. It's a powerful breath. Pumping in 8 parts in, 8 parts out. And accentuated with the movement of the hands. Very, very powerful brain action happening here. The movement of the hands and the movement of the lungs in coordination is creating a new rhythm in the brain. Feel the difference between this one and the last one. Relax your shoulders, relax your body. The only thing that's moving is the hands and the lungs. Be exact with the movement and the breath. It's not too fast, not too slow. And change the hand position. Continue the meditation. But now your left palm is down and your right palm is up. Not too fast. Be steady. You do it too fast, you're breathing too quickly, you're going to hyperventilate. Stay steady. It's more or less this speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. More or less that speed. Feel how this is balancing you. Just the movement of the hands is like scales going up and down, finding a balance, a new balance. And for the last time, change again. Back to the original hand position and continue the movement and the breathing. Segmented breathing is extraordinarily powerful. It resets the brain tracks, puts them in a different relationship with each other. By now your rhythm should be quite steady. Found your rhythm and you're set in it, and you're reprogramming the rhythms in the brain. And now relax the movement of the hands. Put your hands in your lap. So relaxing your hands in your lap. Your eyes are closed, looking at your chin. So you're looking downwards at your chin with closed eyes, putting a lot of pressure on the optic nerve, which is stimulating pituitary and pineal. So eyes on the chin, long deep breathing, steady, relaxed, long deep breathing. And with your eyes on that place and your brain in a whole new rhythm, set the intention that you want for you to heal. What is it that you want to heal? What is it that you want to change? In this very receptive, open state, you have a lot of power to bring in that new state using very clear words in your intention. Keep your eyes in that position, because that is what makes it stay in the brain. That is what integrates your new intention. And be clear. We've done a lot of work to create clarity. Your chin is parallel to the ground. You are still, still as you want the mind to be. And your eyes are focused inwards on your chin. Keeping your eyes in that position is extraordinarily difficult. Do the best that you can, because it really captures the mind. In the last minute, stay steady. Everything rests on these few minutes. Program yourself towards the state that you want to be in for these next few weeks. Wonderful. Now inhale deep, make fists, and press those fists as hard as you can, holding your breath on your chest. Holding your breath for 15 seconds. Starting now, press as hard as you can on the chest. Hold and press hard. And exhale. And again, inhale deep, take those fists and press them against your navel point. And squeeze and hold for 15 seconds. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Consolidate this last, with this last little bit, consolidate that power to change. And exhale. And last time, you're going to bring your fists out in front and you're going to squeeze your rib cage with your elbows and hold for 15 seconds. Inhale deep. Hold and squeeze. Hard, 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 hard. Pressure to push that intention deep into the core of your being. And exhale. And relax. Relax your body. Move in any way you need to. We're going to tune out. But keep that intention, keep that state of absolute presence. Bring your hands together in prayer mudra. Let's tune out with two long time suns. Feel gratitude. Feel an open heart. Feel that inner sun, that expanded, radiant, infinite light, the ocean inside and outside. And inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. May you keep these open spaces within you Allow them to stay uncontracted, allow them to stay open so that you can fill them with the newness of you. Sat Nam.